Gentlemen, friends, members, and of course guests of the Philippine Sports Writers Association. Happy New Year, Judith.
Happy New Year, Randy.
Happy New Year,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Welcome to today's session of the PSA Forum here at Family Hotel. This is the first in 2020 that Ceres Negros will be hosting Ceres United Myanmar at the start of the AFC Champions League 2020 preliminary round 1. And we are here at the Family Hotel live. We are being live streamed at the PSA Sports Forum, Philippine Sports Writers Association Facebook page, and aired on the link. This is over your registration.
Yes.
Radio Pilipinas 2. What time?
Yes, 1 to 2 in Genve, Marañon. Hi. And of course, we have also Mark Hartman. Hi, hello. And then Pika Minigeshi. Hello. And then Joshua Gromen. Okay. And Arnie Pasinabo. Welcome to the PSA Forum. Okay, so may we have first the initial greetings probably from our coach and Stefan. Good morning, Coach Risto. Yeah, please, your initial greetings and opening remarks.
Welcome everybody. From break, and unfortunately I cannot promise anything before the game, but we are going to represent our country and our island and our club in the best way possible, and I think the only thing we can promise is that we are going to fight until the last minute to reach the next round in the first game, and it's obviously it's a very hard competition that we are facing, but we are going to try. We give our best, and I hope that maybe we can reach the third round at least. So I hope the crowd will support us, and which is the most important thing in this competition, that we represent the country in the best way possible. Thank you.
Hello everybody, Happy New Year, welcome to this event. Like Coach mentioned, will be the first game from our club after a long break. The last time I think we've been together was mid-November for the cup. So, but we are all eager, all healthy, all fit to play this at the highest level in the club competition in Asia. So 2 years ago we made a miracle run, made it to the third round, and let's see, maybe this year we can surprise the one or other team in the first 2 games. Thank you.
Good morning. To Coach Risto, we'd like to first ask, how's the off season so far with the new additions? How they gel together before this match, before the AFC Champions League next week?
I think the team is doing well. We have some new players, but almost the team is the same as last year. So we have some new additions, but some old players come back, some new come in. So I think nothing will change. We have the same goal. We are going to try to give the best, and like always we done, and to represent the country in the best possible way.
Coach, with the upcoming 2020 season, there's about a possible 4 competitions that you can compete in. How are you going to prepare with that, especially with the possible grind that you're about to face? Because last year you only had around, I think, 3 But right now, with the upcoming ASEAN Championship, how are you going to anticipate that?
It's a very, very difficult question because that's something new for us also. But I think we have to go day by day, and now we have the first round in the preliminary for the Champions League for the group stage. We have to focus on that game. So what is coming later, we just going to train like normally we do. So nothing changed for us. Hopefully, we can have enough players for the 4 competitions that is coming for us, and I think we don't have to think so far because for now we have to be focused on what is coming next. So that's the way how we think.
Let's talk about the first game, probably Stefan. So how do you see this match against the Myanmar? And of course at the Rizal Memorial Football Pitch, not at your usual home court in Bacolod.
We have experience and history in the past 4 years in the AFC Cup with teams from Myanmar. Not easy to play, not easy to beat. Very, very, I would say, heartful players. They give it their all and they are skillful as well. So it will be a tough first game for us, especially we're just coming together now and preparing for this game. We have some new players, some players who've been there before and coming back, so we all have to get the same mindset and in this level. But I'm happy that competition starts because this is what we're training for. This is our bread and butter every day. So for the first game, we cannot promise nothing but a good game and 90 minutes fight.
How about the other veteran member of the team, Bien? How do you see this first game, especially the venue? Will there be some adjustment with the venue? Hoping for really a big crowd, just like what you're used to in Panaan.
Hello, we are excited to play here in the south. As everybody knows, we play in Bacolod. We were so happy to play there because it's our home, our pitch. But now in this case, we have to change. And now we have to get used to play in the south. Everybody of us know how to play in the south because everybody play there. But the difference is artificial grass. But I think we take this game as a joy to play as a team, to play as always we play. We know each other. The new signing players, we know them already. They know us. So I expect there, and especially to enjoy this competition. We don't have pressure to win, to go to the Champions League, but we have the pressure of give 100% every single game, and especially the first one. So I think we will have a great game there.
Coach, how strong the team this year? How would you compare this the roster this year to maybe the first time the team went to the AFC Champions League, where you had an upset over an Australian squad, and then last year with Medukar showing? How about this time around?
We still don't know what will going to happen because it's the first game, and normally the first game always is very hard, very difficult, and the opponent has many changes in the team, so they have many new players, especially the foreigners. They change all the foreigners, they brought new players. So it's a different team that we faced last time there in Myanmar. They have now different players, and we don't know what we can expect because they, like us, they doesn't play any game still, so we don't know anything about them, how they play, how they do it. Maybe we have the chance to see them now on January 10. They have the first league game, so we can check how they play. Maybe we can prepare better. But one thing I know that my players will be motivated for the game, and they will give everything to reach the second round.
Good morning, Aaron from RP2. Question to Pika and Mark. Good morning, gentlemen. How important is this to help Ceres Negros FC to up their confidence heading into this must-win game against this coming Tuesday? Thank you.
First thing, I'm very happy to come back in Philippines and join the Ceres Negros. I had a training session, then I really surprised everyone really welcome, and they were really welcome, and I felt the family. So I want to help at the Ceres Negros because I wanted to play the Asian Champions League. Of course, most important thing, the first game in against Ceres United. I know the member player is really tough and then has skillful, and they can run in the 90 minutes. So because I can run in the 90 minutes, and I want to show how to do the game. So we have to hard work more than member teams, and we have to help each other, each players. So it's simple thing. I have to play I have to show. I have to play myself for the Ceres. It's my thing. Thanks.
For me it's the same as Pika. I'm happy to be here with Ceres, happy to be back in the Philippines. Obviously I've been out of the country for a while, and what a time to be back. The first game being in Champions League, obviously it's a knockout. For me, to go into give 100%. It's one game, we take one game at a time. It's basically every game, the first, second, and third is like a cup final, so anything can happen. Like Pika said, we had a training session yesterday, and I was impressed with the squad. I know all the players, and the chemistry is there, and we'll all get along, and we'll give our best for the game, and hopefully come out with a win, and then just prepare for next week.
To Joshua and Arnie, how does it feel that you're back once again with Ceres, and what are your expectations as well? Thank you.
It's a great feeling. It's a big honor to be back Ceres team with the coach, with the chance. We expect to good result. Like coach said, we don't expect the last minute of the game, but to do some good play until we win.
Hello everyone, Happy New Year. It's good to be back at Ceres. Always enjoyed my time when I was here before in 2017. It feels like I'm coming back to my old first training was yesterday, as the boys have said. Felt very welcome. It was a good session. Boys look sharp. Everyone's looking fit and ready to go. So first game, I'm sure we're going to give 100%, and I'm hoping I can do the same and help the team out. Thank you.
Coach, do you think there's a coach for Coach and Stefan? This is not the same shot that you faced.
Yeah, it's totally different team. Not totally different team, but they have new foreigners, and because when we played against them in the AFC Cup last time, for them was like friendly game because they just play the game because the competition is forced them to play because they don't have anything for what to play at that time. So now it's different. Now they start new season. They also and they want to win also to go through. Last year we were surprised for Yangon United. We lost 1-2 at home, so I think it's something what we have to learn from. And this game is very important for us to, if we want to go through into the next round. I think we have to fight for that. So, nobody knows what is going to happen because both teams are playing first game, so nobody knows how they are, how we are. We'll see.
First to Mark, you were the first one from the Philippines to actually go around Southeast Asia in the local league. So what do you think you can bring here after going on for the last 40 years?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience, and I feel like I've become a better footballer. So hopefully I can bring all my qualities to the team. Like I say, I'm really happy to be back here at Ceres. This is the biggest competition to play in Southeast Asia, the Champions League. So I'll just give my best. Try to influence the game as much as possible. I know that I've got great, fantastic players around me, and hopefully, like I said, we can go out there on the 14th and get the job done.
Just a question. Are you looking at the next game, probably Port FC, Thailand, wherein, well, our former captain Martin Stubley is now playing. At this point, just before the Myanmar game, maybe at the back of your mind, you are having this vision of playing the next game. Coach?
Of course, because we would like to play against Martin again and see him again. And, it's a something special for us to play against them. But now we are focused on the first game. We have something to do before, and we have to be focused on the first game to reach the second round. And then, if we reach the second round, then we are going to talk to Martin and to visit him there in Bangkok, and hopefully we can beat them also there and go through. But for now, it's the most important game is Shanghai.
The Myanmar. Any concerns in this forthcoming game, forthcoming match? Do you feel that against Myanmar, do you feel that really the team has exerted all efforts to really prepare for this one?
It's the first game. We started to train yesterday, and after long break, I think it's more on the motivation. I think we are going to be motivated to beat them, to fight for it, but prepared, I think nobody is prepared. Obviously, it's impossible to be prepared. After, we will have maybe 5 sessions before, so after the break, but I think the motivation is the most important thing.
Okay. Stefan, we failed to talk to you after the SEA Games. Great for our ASPAs. So, how are you after the games? Maybe share with us your thoughts. on the performance of the Aztecas at the SEA Games and your expectations or goals with the national team for this year?
The SEA Games, I try to look back at the SEA Games during Christmas. So, because obviously we wanted to reach the semi-final with the Aztecas. We failed with that, but I think the team took major steps in this tournament. Like the young players really adjusted very well. They were eager to learn, eager to show up, eager to step up during this competition. You have to understand this Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule is not what you're facing every other month. So it was really a tough physically and mentally for all of us. For me personally, in the end of the year, I played the Suzuki Cup back in 2018. After that, the Asian Cup. Then we started right back with Ceres at the Champions League qualifiers, then AFC Cup, then the league. Then it was World Cup qualifiers in between. So I ended up probably with 60 games in the last year. So it was really, really tough. But going back to the Aztecas, the Philippines has a lot of talented players, a lot of players who can bring football up in the upcoming years even better. What we only lack of is the support during the whole year. During the SEA Games, it was really amazing to see how many fans, how many people showed up at the game, at the stadium. The team and I and the coaching staff were very, very grateful for the support we had. And I wish only it wouldn't be only for some special events, because you guys mentioned it before, football is #1 in the world. So one day the Philippines will fall in love with every football game in every competition, not only for a major tournament in the Southeast Asian region or in Asia. The upcoming year is to pick the World Cup qualifiers, and at the end of the year, I think it's the Suzuki Cup as well. We will see how long I will last, because I'm getting older as well, and we will talk about it mid this season.
Coach, you are used to playing in a large crowd, a home crowd in Bacolod. Now you're playing at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. We're still hoping that, of course, our football crowd will come there and will go there and support you all the way. What if we don't have that kind of big hometown crowd at Rizal? What other motivations will you think make the players, our players, to go for the win in this Myanmar match?
It's a big inconvenience because we used to play on natural grass in Bacolod and crowded stadium. But we are motivated. We want to see Martin next week, so I think the motivation is special for us.
How about the players who had been, playing in Bacolod? And do we have a player here who had been playing in Bacolod? And meron ba tayo dito?
They're used to play in Bacolod.
Yes. What can you say about that? With less crowd, you're playing with a lesser crowd.
We don't know what will happen in the game. Maybe the stadium will be crowded. Nobody knows. Let's see. We are expecting the crowd there, but we'll see what's going on. Only the game motivates us to play. So I don't know.
In terms of skills versus skills, what do you think is your advantage over Myanmar?
I said before, we don't know how they play because it's a new team, it's a new season. They have new players, so we'll see. But obviously, all the national players, we know them, we played against them, we beat them twice last year, so and I hope we will will be hard, of course, because we are not prepared. We are not prepared for the game, but I'm sure we are going to fight for it.
Okay. Some more questions?
Coach, you mentioned a while ago that yesterday was your first training session and you're coming off a long break. Can you talk a bit about the challenge of seeing how fit these guys are? I'm sure they're all very fit. It's in their bloods and what they do. But can you talk a bit about making sure that they are as sharp as they could be going into this first game?
Of course, they started 1 month ago to train, and just started yesterday. And the thing is, we have many players from the last year, but we didn't play any games. We need games to come in shape, to play better football. It comes with games, so it's the first game and nobody knows how we are going to play, not even us. For me, it's enough if we give 100%, if we fight, if we try our best, and for me that's enough. The competition is very hard anyway, because for me it's unfair, because you play one game outside against stronger teams, and it's not very easy to qualify, especially for the Southeast Asian clubs. It's very hard to qualify for the Champions League because the way is very difficult. You play one game at home and the rest of the games you are playing outside, and it's one game only, and it's even more harder than normally should be 2 games home and away, but I don't know why that is like that, but must be a reason why. So, but we will try our best.
Shruti, 2 years already in the preliminary stage 1. First game won after 120 minutes in Myanmar versus Ceres United in the penalty shootout. The next one we lost to Yangon United 2-1 at home. How hard will it be going into this match, and what will be the mindset of the team given those 2 previous results in the preliminary stage?
The mindset is always on winning, regardless of if we are prepared or if we are only a short time together or a long time together. It's always about winning. To me personally, there is no really playing against a team or playing against a country or nation or any of that. This is all blank crest for me. I'm playing against the idea of losing, and regardless of if we have 10 days of preparation or 3 months, I don't mind. In the back of my mind, honestly, I'm playing with the thought of qualifying for the first time in a Champions League group stage, because this is what I'm looking for. Looking for history, looking for medals, looking for trophies. And the journey starts with the first step, and the first step will be January 14 against Ceres United, and the mindset is prepared. We'll see if the body will follow.
Good morning, guys. This is for everyone if you have an answer. But Coach, you've been mentioning motivation is the most important factor for Tuesday. What if you were the one setting targets in the next training sessions? Is it one game at a time, or are you looking at the bigger picture of getting to the group stage?
Of course, we are competitive. We have dreams. We want to be successful. We want to win every game, and it's very important. The competition is very important. Champions League is very important. If we qualify for the group stage, it's something historic already. It's the biggest result in the history in Philippines football if we qualify. But that's a big step already. But we are focused on the first game. We are thinking like that. The first thing is the game against Shan United, and then what is coming next, then we are going to focus on the next. But for now, we are focused on that game.
Right, we are giving you the honor to to have the final question. No more questions, guys. So I think it's time for our players or coach to, we are live now on Facebook page. Please invite our Filipino football fans to support you on January 14 as you go against Myanmar.
Yeah, hi everybody. Please come enjoy the game on January 14. I've seen empty seats in Rizal. I've seen a fully booked stadium, and I tell you what, it's much more fun, much more enjoying if the stadium is full. Let's enjoy together and make history together. Thank you.
Everybody? Mark? Okay. Invite all your fans, of course.
Yeah.
All of you have followers.
Like Lashok said, I'd love to see Rizal full on the 14th. We're at home, so it would be a great advantage to have as many fans as we can. The players love playing in front of the fans, in front of you guys. You're our 12th man. It gives us that extra push, especially for the whole 90 minutes. So we need you guys to come down and give us support, and hopefully win. Thank you.
Call on your fans to support you and your team. Paying up pistons.
We want to win the next game, so we need some support, and then we need many fans and push to the Ceres and Philippine football. So if you have a free time, please come to the stadium and please check the Ceres and of course the Philippine football also. And thanks.
Yeah, I just want to say to the people that they have to give an opportunity to the football in the Philippines, because still nobody show that they are excited with football. I think this is the opportunity to go to the stadium, to show up, and to let grow football, because I think with the player and with the team we cannot do nothing without the supporter. Hopefully the supporter is showing up there and we can enjoy with them. I'm sure, I don't know if we win, if we lost, but for sure we will be a great show there. So hopefully everybody's there and get opportunity to football in Philippines. Thank you.
Like the boys said, really, it'd be great if we could get a good crowd down to support us. Every support helps a little bit for the motivation for us to play that extra bit harder, even though we're ready to play, we're motivated, but like I said, the extra help always goes a long way. Thank you.
Buhay. For the Philippine football fans, we invite you to watch our game against Ceres United on 14th of January. To please come and watch and enjoy the game. Thank you.
Okay, we'd like everybody to please share our Facebook live post so that the message is sent across. Go, Ceres Negros! Kanina, tapos siya. Sino pa hindi makaabot sa photo op? Another photo op, please, sir. Gentlemen.